5.5 years ago, Washington State quarterback Tyler Hilinski died by suicide. Now, his mother and father travel the country and speak with student athletes. On Saturday, the Hilinskis spoke with the Holly Springs Salamanders. Here's a look at their journey to end the mental health stigma in sports. The Holly Springs Salamanders sit in a locker room waiting for visitors.
This is a time where we want them to be vulnerable.
Mark and Kim Hilinski. They've been traveling the country for a few years now, talking about Tyler, their son.
We wanted to share his story and our journey with as many student athletes as we could.
These Tyler talks go back to 2018.
I think it all started that night in the locker room at Washington State.
Tyler Hilinski, a quarterback for the Washington State Cougars, died by suicide. The first Tyler talk was a conversation with his teammates, processing the grief.
He was sweet, and he was good, and he was kind.
And he was loved. But he never shared his grief or his struggle. The Hilinskis channeled theirs towards ending the stigma, especially in sports, of talking about your mental health or placing blame on those struggling with anxiety and depression.
If you tear your ACL, your MCL, you need Tommy John surgery. You can't grind through that. The same thing holds true for a mental health struggle. You have to reach out to a counselor or a psychologist or a trusted family or friend.
So they go. 200 talks so far, just stories shared.
When you get that intimate with a group like that, it's almost impossible not to have Tyler's face sort of transposed over one of them. And it gives you, it gives you courage and purpose, I suppose, but it makes it difficult too.
So there's grief and there's darkness, but there's also hope. Hilinski's hope.
When someone dies, you don't stop loving them, right? And I love Tyler more today than I did when he passed away 5 years ago. So it's that love that I have for my son, that love that I have for our student athletes that keeps pushing us, sharing his story, and hoping that we're putting some good into this world.
Now, whenever we air a story like this, we always want to remind people that you can call the National Suicide Prevention Hotline if there's ever a crisis. That number is 988.
So glad you did not rush through that number. Appreciate you, Lewis, and thankful for the Hilinskis as well.